So first strategy, and this may sound simplistic, but what I will say to you is we live generally in a culture that is not kind to emotion. We're taught generally to repress our emotions, to numb them, to block them. And what I'm strongly encouraging is step into the emotions that you feel, allow for your own humanity, because if you can step into the emotions of trauma and allow it to work through you, because it will work through you, then you can also allow yourself to feel joy and happiness and just the exquisiteness of the lives that we all are blessed to live. The higher you can go is as deep as you can go. So first thing, when I had my own experience was I just dissolved. I was inconsolable. And I allowed myself to go there. And I know those moments when they feel like if I start crying, I don't know if I'm ever going to stop. Trust me, you will stop. You will wear yourself out and then you'll need a nap. But it will work through you, and then you'll be able to navigate in a way that will serve the best version of yourself. The other thing that I want you to remember, and this may be new for some people, is that emotions have a physicality. So you can see when somebody's angry physically. You can see when somebody's joyful and happy and inquisitive and frustrated and like, what are you talking about? You can see all of that. And so because you can actually see it and you can embody it in terms of your physicality, then it gives you a great gift because you can shift those emotions. Now, when I'm not saying to you, in the moment of a tragedy like I experienced with my son, I needed to experience the full depth of the trauma of that moment, the desperation in that moment, the heartbreak in that moment. I needed to be present for that experience. And then when I was done, dissolving and getting some rest and doing some things, then I was able to think more about, okay, who do I want to be when I show up on Monday? Who do I want to be when I show up on Tuesday? So here's one tool, one skill set that you can use. And a lot of my clients use this all the time, and I personally use this all the time, is focus on body first, focus where you're going to focus second, and the language that you use third. So something shows up and you need to be able to shift. What's your body doing? If you're in angry mode, get up, move. Shift your body, change the energy. If you can get music, get music. If you can get a YouTube channel like Britain's Got Talent, some short little thing to break the pattern, because emotions are patterns that can be broken. So shift the body first. Go for a walk, whatever it is that you need to do in order to break the pattern that you're showing up physically at that point. Second, shift your focus. So generally, when we're in a trauma moment, we're focused on the trauma. We're focused on going down the rabbit hole of all the things that could go wrong. He could die. He could go to prison for 50 years. All these things are swirling in our heads. Stop. Pause. Be choiceful in that moment. Now, for me personally, I go immediately to gratitude. I start stacking all the things I am so grateful for. Where I live, my sweetheart, even my son, even in the midst of this, all my friends, the great home that I live in, the work that I absolutely love and get to step into every single day. I shift into that focus. So when you shift into the focus like that, then your thoughts are different. You're thinking about the things that you are blessed to have in your life. And if you're talking out loud, say them, because there's a power in that. And if you can, if you have a moment, say, I am so grateful for my sweetie. I'm so grateful for my son. I'm so grateful for the blessings that I have in living in Oregon. I'm so grateful for my body working. I'm so grateful for. Say it out loud, because there is an immense power in using your voice and giving it energy. So let's see, Vera. If there's any questions with this, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll just drive on.
No questions right now. Let's keep going.
Okay, super. So here's another thing really quick. It's a 4x4x4. And some of you may have heard this from me before, but it's a very quick way to shift your energy. And it's a breathing strategy. So it's a 4 breath in through your nose, count of 4, hold for 4 count, and then a 4 count release. And as you're releasing, say release, 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 release. 4 count in, breath through the nose, 4 count hold, 4 count release, 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 release. This is fabulous for if you're somebody who wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So positive energy, which do you choose? I don't want to, negative stuff's going to show up. Things are going to show up. Fear is going to show up. I want to shift it. I want to be powerful. I want to be the best version of myself today. I'm showing up over here. I'm showing up brave. I'm showing up grateful. I'm showing up passionate. I'm showing up forgiving. I'm showing up loving. How are you showing up? It's your choice. Just a little bit about the brain science here, because there's a strategy to this, is to understand that when you're in fear or flight or freeze, you are in your brainstem, which is down here. Nothing good comes out of here. You don't have confidence. You can't make good decisions. You can't figure your way out of a paper bag. So if you want out of the paper bag, or you want good decisions, or you want to step into your own power and your confidence, that's why the 4x4x4 is really powerful, because our brain stems do not count. Our neocortex counts. So it helps shift you out of your fear, flight, and freeze in the brainstem up to your neocortex, where you can be more powerful, more confident, more solution-oriented, more creative. And lots of times in those moments, those are the things that you want to be, because you're a leader. You lead yourself, you lead your teams, you lead your family. Wherever you go, I am talking to leaders right now. So step into the power of being the leader that you are. And this gives you a little bit more understanding about how your brains work and how you can actually be in control of shifting your brain and the hormones that are going through your brain. One more little thing. So you can see on the side here, reactions, angry, stressed, adrenaline. This is where the adrenaline just like takes off. The cortisol takes off into your body. This is super toxic for our bodies. So you do not want to be in that state for a long period of time. And actually, there are people that stay in this state for years and they get sick. So it has a physical ramification to your life. And if you're not dealing and stepping out of the anger, the fear, the frustration, all of those things, it will keep you in a pool of toxicity that will not serve you well. So triggers like deadlines. Anybody got any deadlines going on? Difficult people? Any of those people? Workload, disagreements, change. Change would be like the big operating word right now, because we are in the world of change. COVID was a huge magnifier of the world that we're actually in now. So this is why, for me, COVID was a blessing on so many fronts, because it challenged me to up my game, just like the day that my son was arrested. That challenged me to up my game so that I could continue to show up and continue to have joy and love what I do and be great at what I do and be there for my family. So you can see the top up here, what we just talked about: powerful, influential, problem solving, compassionate. We need a lot of compassion now. Creativity, confidence, clarity. 4x4x4, very powerful strategy to help you get out of your brainstem up here where you are the most powerful.